It says live. I know you can see me. Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And I'm here today to do interactive and the energy for the week from the 16th to the 22nd, I believe, August 2020. And after that, of course, we'll have an interactive. So the first card I pulled, very entertaining one, Daydreams and Decisions. And one of the things I tell people to do when they're trying to make a decision is daydream it. Daydream what you'd like, how you'd like it, the colors, the vibrancy, the joy, the happiness. You really do want to go with happy over not happy. And so the first card is Three of Pentacles, which is a strong base card. It's a base card of receiving the accolades after having put in the effort. And we have been putting in a lot of effort. And what covers it is also, though it looks horrible, a good card for right now, the Devil. And what the Devil is all about is looking at our inner weaknesses, our fears, of how much we don't think we're good enough. It's usually about ourselves, not about having sold your soul to the devil. You can't sell your soul to the devil because you don't own your soul. The soul belongs to the collective. But your experiences belong to you. Your fears, your angst, your joys, they belong to you while you're alive. So if you can look at yourself with joy and happiness, then you will be then you will get to face your fears. The Devil card is all about transformation. And there's a thing, I have a friend who's Jewish, and she told me a story about the devil, or a theme about the devil. And she says, when the devil wins, he feels bad because God asked him to go down and tempt human beings. And when he tempts human beings, he's really praying they will not say yes to his temptation, because then it means they've grown and learned their lesson and no longer have to be tempted by the devil. So when the devil wins, he cries. So that is something I have come to believe, that when you fall into temptation, so sometimes it's just learning to say no to that boy that you really have a huge crush on, but your heart says not good for you, but you still have a crush on him. So it's a lesson to be learned, that kind of thing. It also goes along with the energy of right now. The energy of right now is facing those temptations and releasing them. You have the support. And the card that is behind is the Ace of Wands, which is transmutation, help from above. So we have the support to go through and acknowledge that we no longer need the certain temptations. And love is a big temptation, right? Because who doesn't want to be loved? Who doesn't want to have that knight in shining armor riding in on a beautiful white steed? Not going to happen for the majority of us. But a good, solid friendship, a good, caring friendship, where we have a bit of passion occasionally, because you can't keep passion up forever. Falling in love is something you choose to do day in and day out. But it's a choice. Everything is a choice. And sometimes the choices are made for you, and sometimes they're not. All right. And what's below us? The Two of Swords. So basically, though it's a good week, lots of letting go, it's going to take a bit of courage to go forward with courage. You may not know how you're going to get there, and you want to stay in balance, but know in your heart you're going to get there. And what it's going to lead to is Two of Cups, which is yin yang, male to female, positive and negative, but in balance. And so that's very important. I'm going to cover that with the Knight of Wands, which is knowledge. It's old knowledge coming back to you as if it's new knowledge. So we are waking up. We're becoming more aware. Each and every day, we are more aware of what feels right, what feels not right. That's because we're paying attention to feelings, not emotions, feelings. Because emotions can lie to you. Emotions lie to you all the time. Emotion is, oh, I love that guy. When actually it's, oh, I've got a crush on that guy. But your feelings are, I'm not sure I trust him. Okay, and so your feelings are the ones you want to follow. And the emotions are the ones you want to say, oh yeah, sure, let's think about it. And that's where the lesson comes in. Have you learned your lesson? Have you let your lesson go? And the cool part about it is when you do that, you become the magician. And that means you can bring new energy in. You can make it and shake it and move it and then place it and make things happen. When you do that, you will choose to make a change in who and what you are. And the next card basically says the same thing. You've done really well. This is the Two of Wands. You've done really well, but it's time to change. It's time to move on. And in this card, basically, it says it's time to believe in the magics. The wee magics of life. If you believe in the wee magics of life, the big magics happen naturally. And yes, this is a week of transformation. This is a week that energy is going to shift dramatically. And usually when energy shifts dramatically, it's chaos. It has been chaos for a while. When the Lionsgate came in, it brought in a tremendous amount of fresh energy, but it came in like a downpour, like hails the size of golf balls, and it created a chaotic energy. So we have been going through chaos for the last couple weeks, but we're also heading to the Wheel of Fortune, which is moving up to a higher vibration, which is really kind of important. And the Hermit comes out, and that's three major arcanas for this week. The Hermit comes out and is away sure. It may be that your new thoughts help you move forward. It may be that you are walking your walk and people notice it and say, you've got something I like. I'd like to have it too. And that's the Queen of Cups. Follow the emotions, not follow your heart. This is knowledge. This is psychic ability. How does it feel? Follow your feelings. And then we'll come to the Strength card, which I've been talking about all along, is rising above your lower vibrational energy. And that's important. And what will it lead you to? Happiness. That's the Empress. The Empress what is the Empress? She's abundance in every form. She's abundance in psychic ability. She's abundance in physical ability to be there. She's abundance in health. She's abundance in knowing how to deal with your subconscious. And that's a huge abundance. There will be times you will fight against it. That's all right. You're allowed to. There will be times other people will rebel against how you're acting. Again, that's all right. That's their prerogative. Don't own it. Don't be it. And it is because you're taking responsibility for your own life. You're choosing to be the one decisions. And does that mean that Other people don't count? Absolutely not. Everybody counts. Yeah. But when push comes to shove, the only person you that can make a decision for you is you, unless you're under a certain age or over a certain age and have dementia. You are responsible for yourself. So allow the inner child to come through, and this inner child tells you to look after yourself. So how do you do this? Daydreams will help you make the decisions. And the most important part is listen to your feelings, not your emotions, your feelings. All right? It's very, very important that you make a distinction between emotions that can go all over the place and the feeling of yes, that's good. No, that's not. Yes, I can do that, but it's going to take it's not going to be as simple as I think it is, or it's going to be so simple I can do it in a flash. Everything is open, everything is possible. There's nothing written in stone. So your future is like this. Probability is you'll go this way, but you can go over here too, or over there, or you can see a yellow door over there, or a red door over there, and go, wow, those are so cool. Let's try it out and do that. I recommend it highly. So, hi, everybody.
Jack Termino starts us off with, hello, darling, any messages from my guide?
So they're very pleased with you right now. Your energy's settling or steadying out. You're becoming more sure, more confident, and you're stepping stepping onto your path rather than what what other people suggested or thought would be good for you. You're doing what you're doing it your way, and as the song says, doing it my way is the best way, as long as it's done from the heart with feeling, not from the head with emotion. Okay, good luck and blessed be.
Yasmin Fox asks, hi, ladies, is my friend A jealous of me?
Friend jealous of you?
Yeah.
Oh,
A.
Like name A.
Yeah. She adds, I feel really strange vibes from her to the point I don't even want to be around her anymore.
Okay, and so instead of answering that question, I'm going to ask you to trust your heart. And because you seem to have that answer down pat, you want confirmation, and that I'm willing to give you. But follow your heart, because your heart happens to be telling you the truth. And the fact that she's jealous simply means she doesn't believe in herself, and it's something that you can pity her for. But and you maybe you're right. You don't want to be around her, and that's partly because your vibrations are different from her vibrations. Where you once vibrated the same, you no longer do. And that happens when you grow. That happens for every spiritual person in the world that I've ever met. They're going, I have no friends. I don't know what happened. It's because you grew and your vibrations no longer match those others. And it's all right. Somebody or something always comes in to take it. Sometimes it's a little slow, but it always comes in. Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. Lori Dotson says,
hey,
hello,
Lori.
Ladies. Mama B asks, hello, how is ER feeling about me? I saw him yesterday.
ER.
Not an emergency room.
I know, that's where my mind went.
I know, that's where mine went.
Okay. He's a little confused, but not in a bad way. He kind of likes what's going on. and it's more confused in an inquisitive way. He's more like he's interested in finding out or doing a bit more. So keep your profile low. I mean, don't filibuster, guy. Keep it low and let him come to you. I mean, drop the proverbial handkerchief, but let him come to you. Okay?
Cell asks, "Hello, ladies. I want to move to another town next week. I'm afraid of moving out of my parents' house. Is moving to another town a good idea? Maybe I start a new life in another country?" That's what she said.
Oh, she added that on. Oh, okay. I see.
Not now. I've been busy.
Really? It's not a horrible idea, and it depends how far away from your parents it is. And obviously you've already got a place in mind and it's already set up. But if you have if there's any chance, make sure you're in very close enough distance so that you can come back and see your family. So you can come back and grab the last piece of supper out of the deep freezer, and hear your mom say, "No, don't take that. That's for tomorrow's supper," because you just kind of didn't have enough money to make enough make enough to go through. But it's not a bad idea for you to move out, but just stay close by, and you're actually going to be fine. It's just the initial move is always very difficult, and I recommend you do it. You don't rush things. Once you get comfortable, you're going to have a blast, and your parents will probably never see you for about 2-3 months, and then all of a sudden you really miss them again. But take your time. You have the courage to go to another country. That is not a problem. Uh, but take the first step small. Okay, but after the first step is you'll have the confidence that you're looking for to do exactly what you want. And good luck and have fun.
Moonfeather asks or says, "Hello, ladies. How are you both? How are your doggos? I'm having sushi for dinner.
Well, jealous. Lucky you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I would be too. I was thinking, oh, I'd like to have sushi today.
Just wondering if my guys have anything they want to tell me about. Please and thank you."
They like sushi too. Basically, they're telling you to enjoy, have fun, and relax today. To just go have fun today. Don't make it into anything but having fun. Special day today, because it appears that you are going to have some not hard times, but you're going to have some work to do in the week to come. Know that they are with you. All you have to do is ask for support, ask for knowledge, and it will be there. It may not come in the package that you recognize comes from them, but know that they will make sure you know how to handle and deal with every situation. And it's a situation of frustration more than a situation of dire need. Okay, and please do enjoy your sushi, and know that you have, at least Elle and I, very green with envy. Hello. Night night, Diamond.
Naomi C asks, is Bedelia doing witchcraft on me?
I don't feel she is. She says, no, I don't need to, because it's just the suggestion that she is good enough. But Bedelia can do witchcraft, by the way. But in this case, her suggestion is all that's needed to cause you to worry and create your own witchcraft against yourself. Okay?
Butterfly D asks, hello, how does Dylan watch over me? Does Dylan watch over me?
Okay.
I think more so he has a question.
I think Dylan might have passed over.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I'm really not good at telling if people have passed over or not. To me, they all have the same amount of energy. So I will see. He definitely does. He has a great deal of love for you, and caring, and and he does take good care of you. He does the best he can. He says the only thing he can't protect you from is yourself. And sometimes I think you know this already from the way he said it, that he would, that sometimes you're your worst enemy. You just go ahead and do things without thinking. You just jump in and do, right? And but he says that with a smile, like he cares. His smile is good and happy. Uh, and again, he wants to reiterate that he sends a great deal of love towards you, and he's very happy to be around. He's very happy to be around you. Okay, good luck.
Maria R asks, did Patricia lose her job? She was the cash register woman at the grocery store who threatened me.
Oh, I think she was severely reprimanded. I don't actually get that she lost her job, but one more, and she's out, sort of thing. She's been warned completely, and it might be that she's actually been moved to the back to work in the back rather than in the front as a cashier. But the owners, the bosses, recognize that she has some kind of stress going on in her life, and so they're not in a rush. I don't feel they're in a rush to let her go, but they I think they I think you might find that she's no longer on the cash registers as often. I do see her there occasionally, like when they're strapped, but mostly I think she might have been moved back to a different department where she doesn't interact with people.
The Empress God asks, hello, Queen. How are you? Why is my boyfriend Roderick becoming secretive?
Uh, he's doing something that he doesn't want people to know about. And he's not going to tell me what it is, unfortunately. And also, take it for what it's worth. You ask a lot of questions, and it kind of feels like you don't trust him, and that frustrates him a great deal. So maybe keep your eyes open and pay attention, and ask less. Okay.
B. Erla sends
Hi, B.
Euro $1.49.
Thank you so much, B.
With a rainbow sticker.
Thank you, B.
Vidya Maharaj asks, "Hi, ladies. Keep or says, no, asks. Sorry, I need to know. Hi, ladies. Keeping safe. Great. Just checking if any job for me this month."
I think so. I feel I got a yes. The feeling is it's not the job you're wanting, but it's close to the job you're wanting. So take it, and it will bring you closer to the job you want. And it may be a lower job than what you perceived, but don't let your ego get in the way. Take it, because it's a stepping stone. It's not the end all and the be all. And there's no job that cannot be done by anybody with you do it with pride. Okay.
Lori Dotson says, "No question, just sending grand vibes."
Thank you so much.
Sharon Stone asks, "Is the Pisces man EV interested in me?"
He likes you. I don't think he's as interested in you as you would like him to be, but he finds you curious. He finds you to be somebody that twigs his mind, makes him think. So it's not it's if he offers friendship, take it, because at this point I don't see him offering much more. If you offer him more, he'll take it, but he won't reciprocate. Okay? At this point. It might be after he gets to know you that he does get to the place where he would like to be with you in more than just a casual way. But friendship, he would be interested in. You're a very interesting person.
G Sparks asks, "Hi, Eliz-sha. May I get a message from my guides? Thank you and hope you're doing great."
We are actually. G Sparks. So I feel like you've got a really strong anticipation. It's like you're waiting for something to happen. You're just sort of, you can't sit still. You're antsy and you're bouncing around, and you're going up and you're going on things. That kind of antsy. There's something coming up for you, and you may know what it is, and I think you do know what it is, and it is. You're just waiting impatiently for it to happen, and your guides are kind of waiting impatiently for it to happen too, because it's like you've done your job. Now it's time for somebody else or something else to occur, and you have to wait for that occurrence to happen before you can move forward. Your guides are saying it's coming. Be patient, which you obviously are not, but that's all right. You don't have to be patient. It just makes it a little easier. In the long run, you don't use up quite so much energy. but whatever's coming, it's going to be a happy occurrence. So enjoy.
Yasmin J asks, my mom would like to know if Veronica did a spell on
Veronica.
her.
Veronica. Vero. She did, very ineptly, but she did. And when I say inept, it's really inept. All your mom has to do is go sort of push it, do a counter spell, light a white candle, write back to sender, burn on a piece of paper, burn the piece of paper, someplace where it's safe, of course, in a sink or someplace like that. So nothing unforetold happens, and just say back to sender, and it will go back to sender. Veronique or Veronica is not not the best spellcaster in the world. She doesn't have the focus. She doesn't have the calmness. She has angst, and that's about all she's got. So, white candle. You could probably do it at. I'm not even sure what the moon's at. Do you know what the moon's at? You know what the moon's at? It's probably best to do it on a waning moon. But yeah, it's not a big deal. Like I say, Veronica is not very talented in that respect.
Maria Herrera says hello.
Hi, Maria.
Lucy B asks, how is Obdulio feeling about me?
Abdulio?
Obdulio.
Not Abdul.
It might be, but not how I would think it was spelled. Okay. And I apologize.
Well, let's see. I don't think you pronounced it wrong. But
well, I'm sure I pronounced it wrong. It's just it's not a name I've seen often enough to remember the pronunciation.
Okay, so anyhow, let me. He has a bit of fire in his eyes when he thinks about you. And he thinks you're pretty special. I think he's a bit. If you fall in love with him, not much I can say. But if you're still thinking about falling for him or something, I think he's got a lot of. I think he comes across as a bad boy, and he's a love him. He'll be a love him and leave him kind of guy. So don't be that kind of girl that falls for this kind of guy. If by any chance you can say no, you might actually get this young stallion or this stallion to come to heel. But you have to say no, because it's if you're too easy, he's not interested.
Henry Zen asks, is Maria sexually attracted?
Kind of, yes. She's kind of shy about it. She doesn't know how to deal with the situation. But yes, she seems to be seems to find you very, very intriguing.
I apologize for this, and if in case I'm remembering this wrong, I believe this is
A woman
a man from last week who's in a relationship
with
with another man. So she might be sexually attracted to you because she knows it's not going to go anywhere. You're a safe attraction, basically.
Okay, so she's really shy.
Yeah, and he's a friend who's not going to reciprocate the attraction.
Okay, well then,
at least not in the same way.
So then it's safe because if she knows what your interests, where your interests lie, then she's going to fall in love with you because you're safe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's also okay. And until she's ready to move on and everything, but she seems like a very nice person, very shy about this situation anyhow, and she'd be quite mortified if you knew, if you guessed, which you have.
Yeah. And again, I apologize if my memory is off. But I do believe that is the same. Classy conversation with Rhonda says, love to
That's
you.
cool, man.
Yeah. Love to you both. After all the hurt, have I graduated to my higher power?
You've graduated to another one of your higher powers.
Next level.
Yeah, next level.
You're grade 10 now.
you're with as long as you're breathing, you're still growing, and it's not higher power so much, but powers do come along with it. But it's higher vibration, cleaner knowledge, better understanding, and then things do happen that appear to be magical, and that's what we're heading for. We want to bring in the magic, and yes, I feel that you have. And celebrate. I go buy myself a cake if you're a cake eater. I don't particularly care for cake myself, but cake's traditional for celebrating. So yeah, congratulate yourself.
Ashley asks, hi everyone. Will things work out between Joe and I?
He's a little upset right now. And part of the reason he's upset is because things are a little sketchy between the two of you, and he doesn't like it. So I would say, if you're very careful and you don't rush things, because that's women's big downfall. They rush things. If you don't rush things and you let him come around, and I literally mean let him come around physically and spiritually, excuse me. Then you'll be it will work out for you. And he's a nice guy. Joes are usually nice guys, meat and potatoes kind of guy, but solid. And so yeah, I think so. I think that will be something that you will find is to your benefit. Okay.
Tay Tay asks,
hi Tay Tay.
Hello ladies, are there any messages from my spirits that I need to hear?
They go, nope, nothing you need to hear. They go, nope. They're sitting there going, nope, nope, nope. They're quite funny, you guys. Basically, I think that they're saying that you're doing really well, and that you're hearing them quite well, and they're enjoying being around your babies, your fur babies of all descriptions. They do another fur baby of some description soon. And I remember that we talked about your bird reincarnating pretty soon. So
Another?
a bird that died a few years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I do believe that bird has decided to come back and live with you. And it might be you're not looking for another creature, but it might be somebody says, "Hey, we've got this whatever, I'm not sure what it is, that needs to be saved. It's a rescue of some description. Can you do this?" And I don't feel it's a huge animal. It's probably a very tiny animal. Might even be another rabbit that would get to play with the rabbit you've got now. But I do feel it. I do feel that things are like that will start to, something's coming your way. Okay.
Lily Doolittle asks,
Hey, Lily.
"Hello, ladies. How are you doing? Any general insight from my angel guides? I see many dreams lately."
I know one thing they always say that you are actually always know the answer. You already know what we're going to say, and they're saying that you're getting stronger in the knowing. And I'm going to tell you something you haven't heard before from me or from over here. It might be time for you to start thinking about doing this yourself. Obviously not as a profession, because you have a different profession. But I do feel it's time that you start as best you can in the country you're in, developing your own wise woman persona. Okay? Because people need it. They need to hear your what you've got to say. They need to hear your what, because they don't always think clearly themselves. And sometimes people come to you and they're kind of distraught, and you give them wise decisions, wise information. But it's time to maybe start taking a few clients on every once in a while. And it might be over there. I'm not sure what the laws are. You might have to do it rather secretively. I'm not sure. But it's time that you develop the wise woman persona on your own. Okay?
Jennifer Schwab asks, "Hello, hope you're having a wonderful day. I've been having a rough couple of weeks. Does Spirit have any messages for me moving through August? Thank you so much."
It's coming to an end. But yeah, I heard what I remember what you got yesterday from Aaron about your lungs, and I checked myself at the time, and I didn't see anything deeply wrong that you can't clear yourself. But the problem you're having it's not with yourself, it's with someone else, right? And you're not sure if that person is going to make it or break it, so to speak. And I'd like to give you a positive feedback on that. Unfortunately, at this point, I cannot. I cannot say that it's going to be all right, not yet, because certain decisions have not yet been made. So at this point, I'm going to wish you good luck, and feel free to reach out to me just not at midnight. I'm trying to sleep more. Um, and ask more specifically, I don't think that the answer is yet been. I don't think the answer has yet come about. It's not yet. There's no decision yet. That's about all I can say. There's no decision yet.
Maria Herrera asks, hello, do you see me finding the apartment I'm looking for soon?
I do actually. I think I said that before. I think it's going to. I think you're going to find it fairly soon, and I'm hoping that you will find it fairly soon. Mostly because I know it's time for you to move. The less you stress about it, the more likely you're going to find this place. Again, it's the old less the less you try, the more likely you're going to find it. It will be a happy accident that you find it. It's like you're out walking, and you just see this for rent sign or whatever, and they they're really happy to have you.
Moonfeather says that this is a great reading. Lakeisha W. asks, is Patrick still romantically involved with the mother of his children?
Patrick is trying his darndest to stay as a family unit. Uh, he finds it very hard to stay there and do that, but he's working very, very hard to do it. Not because of the woman, but because he loves his children. And I'm not going to tell you to be patient. I'm going to tell you to move on, because Patrick is working extremely hard, and having you in the wings is hard on him. And he loves his children. He wants to do what he can for his children, and having an out is not helping him. And he will, if you get him, he will not like you after a while because you took him away from his kids.
Priya 2311 says hello.
Hi, Priya.
Miriam M asks, hello, any messages from my guides?
Miriam M. Relax. Relax a bit. You're very, very formal. It's like you've made a religion. You've made a bit of a religion out of spirituality. And spirituality is supposed to be lived, not 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 formalized. If you feel like taking a day off and going to the beach and 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 being spiritual at the beach, then go to the beach and be spiritual at the beach. Because when you're spiritual, that's what you are. It's not what you do. Okay, so just allow yourself to flow with it. Allow yourself to live in the moment. Allow yourself to be that which you already are. And don't formalize it. Don't make it special. Because it's what you are. It's not how you act. And of course, it's how you act, because you don't want to go around being saying and doing nasty things to people. But understand my meaning. It is who you are. Okay. Good luck.
Kari says, hey.
Hey.
Priya 2311 asks, I want to know what should I do right now in life?
Cannot tell you that. That takes away your free will. And that's also kind of, so longer than a minute reading. But basically, follow your heart, not your head. Know generally what you want, and then ask for it. Ask the universe what you are looking for. And if it's for a job, ask for the job that would give you the most abundance. And the abundance I'm talking about is spiritual, physical, and all forms of abundance, like the Empress. But basically, I cannot. That's not something I can give you hints, and I can give you pointers. But that's about it.
Love Life asks, hello, where do you see me working in 3 years? Thank you so much. Anywhere you want.
Yeah, that is rather open-ended, but I can see what I can see for you, though. I see that you are going to be, in 3 years, I can see a solidness there that hasn't been, a sureness in your movements and how you in the work you're doing. So whatever you're doing in 3 years, you've earned it, you've grown into it, and you probably can end up being a kind of a boss in that situation. If you're asking about marriage, I suspect you will have a relationship, but the strength of character that I'm seeing indicates that you don't need a relationship. So yes, things are going to grow and change for you dramatically in the next 3 years, but they are going to be good. Okay.
Kayana Lokari asks, will Shad and I stay together long term?
Shad and you. I think the potential is very strong that you will. There seems to be a definite love connection there, and there seems to be a definite love connection. So, and there's a balance between the two of you that you've worked really hard to maintain and to create. So yes, I think it's going to work really, really, really positively for you. Okay.
B. Erla asks, may I know if Jeff has any messages? Thank you so much.
Jeff, I know, isn't dead. He's a little bit agitated. I'm not sure what the two of you have been talking about for the last little while, but he's a bit agitated, and he doesn't actually know how to deal with the situation. He genuinely cares for you. He genuinely doesn't have the answer that you're asking him. He can't give you the answer you want to know, and it's genuine. He does not know, and for him it's a great deal of frustration because he knows You are where you are, and he is where he is. And both of you are going to stay where you want to be. Both of you are a little bit stubborn in that respect. Friendship would probably be the best choice for the two of you, honestly. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I mean, long distance is just a little, it's just a tad difficult. It's safe. If you're looking for safe, then yes, go for safe. But if you're looking for true commitment, go for friendship.
Eliz-sha says, it helped me. Thank you a lot. Love.
Okay, that's good.
Positive Tales says, hello, ma'am. Good wishes to you, beautiful lady. Butterfly D says, thank you. Positive Tales says, ma'am, may I ask, will my Capricorn partner get his legal case?
I'm a Canadian, right? I know in America it's a sign of respect, but in Canada, no one calls me ma'am. And so when I hear that, I go, what? Having said that, I the potential for having it expunged is pretty high. I think in the first place, it shouldn't have happened. It should not have. He shouldn't have had that problem in the first place, and they know it.
Hey, not now.
I told her I was busy, and yeah, it feels like it should never got to the place where it is now, and a lot of people know that, so they're going to allow it to be expunged and never admit culpability in the first place. Okay, good luck with that.
Ginny Reveling asks, I have an interview on Tuesday. Will I get the job?
There's another job coming along that's going to be better for you. You may get this job, but I suspect it is not to your best. It is not for your best. And having said that, I'd like to take it back because, yeah, I should never say that. You haven't gone for the interview. If I say what I'm saying, then you're not going to try. And so I'm going to tell you to try as hard as you can because there is another job that is exactly what is perfect for you. Maybe not this job, but it could be related to this job. So do your dangest, and maybe and touch what I'm wrong, but there is another job there coming up.
Vidya Maharaj says thank you. Champagne C
Hey,
says,
Champagne, happy birthday.
hey, Eliz-sha and Elle. I'm wondering, can we see how Angel is feeling towards me at this time? Thank you.
You remembered your birthday, hey? And he kind of he's feeling a little nostalgic. He's a little sorry. He's wishing things had gone a different way. I don't think that means he's changed who he is or anything. But yeah, he's feeling quite, like I said, he's feeling nostalgic right now. Just just be careful. I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't. I wouldn't jump all over it just yet. let it, but I can't promise you it will last. Okay? But yeah, he does have a great deal of there's never been a question that he has about his affection for you. How he expresses it might be in question. Okay.
Joy, Peace, and Love asks, hello, ladies, how are you? May I ask if my guides have anything for me regarding my mom and finding a place for her?
Yeah, okay. And I really apologize. Patience. It's going to take a while. But you want to make sure you get the right place for her. You want to make sure it's a place that reaches that gives her everything that she requires and everything that she needs, which is not necessarily going to be the first place that you look. Your mother, and this is what I'm being told, your mother is a special case. You need to be patient and make sure you find the right energy place for her.
Hi, Jess, and asks, I hope you're well. Can you tell me what A truly thinks slash feels for me? Thank you.
A is hyacinth.
HYACINTH.
I think it's hyacinth. Um, so you may not like to hear this, but I don't think he thinks as strongly as you do about how you he doesn't feel as strongly as you do about the relationship. He's kind of here and then scattered, here and then gone, here and then that gone again. His energy is not steadfast at the moment. It might simply be that his mind is off somewhere else and he is nowhere near the maturity level that you're at. So if you're looking for somebody who's ready to settle down, you'd probably do better to look somewhere else. Okay? And I'm pretty certain that's not what you want to hear. But he is not ready yet for what you're ready for. Okay?
Classic Conversation with Rhonda says, thank you so very much. You're correct. Better vibes bring in the magic. God bless.
And I do love the name.
Patricia Scowen asks, not liking these last few weeks, Eliz-sha, moving into Virgo in a week. Anything you can bring forward for the next few weeks? Hope you are okay. Very
creative. It's just chaos. Just buckle your seatbelt on, hang on with both hands, and don't take anything to heart right now. It is simply chaos out there, and it's going to stay chaos. People who generally can hide that life is hitting them over the head with a 2x4 are having trouble hiding it right now. It is what it is, and we are going through an ascension period, and that means that all that doesn't suit has to be erased. It has to be dropped out. It has to be let go. And we are human, which means we hang on to every last little bit of everything because we don't like change. We say we do, but when change comes, we run kicking, screaming, and yelling. And that's how most of us are dragged forward, is kicking and screaming and dragged forward by our toenails.
Tay says, "Oh wow, I didn't expect it to be so soon. My sister Hallie has joked about him reincarnating into a rabbit, so that will be funny if that happens. I'm excited to have him back in the physical."
Yeah, whatever it is, it's going to be. You're going to recognize personality traits.
Lily Dulo says, "Thank you. Many people come to me, in fact, for advice, and many times I know the answer too. I want to make sure that what I feel resonates and aligns. Thank you so very much."
Yeah.
Lydia Herrera says, "Thank you both." Lakeisha W says, "Okay, okay, thank you, and I will move on." He and the one after me is, so I can't understand
What?
that. He's the one who comes after me.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't resent you.
Yeah.
So move on. If he does that, then he's definitely not what you want. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. So if you want to be a side piece, that's what he's asking for. So yeah, you don't want to be the side piece. You want to be the main meal.
Yep. Jennifer Schwab says, "Thank you very much. Thank you for your wisdom. You are so helpful. My breast tissue has been sore, and I listened to Erin about listening to my intuition. If it doesn't go away, I will get through it and learn from it."
So it feels like there's a bruise there. And it's come from me within. And I'm going to suggest that you do a meditation on an alternate life where you were murdered, and it was in that particular spot, and do the daydreams and decisions. Just you'll be amazed. Once you live through it, it'll go away, I suspect. And again, like Erin said, I am not a doctor, or I would not even pretend to be. But I do know spirituality, and I suspect if you do a meditation and dream somebody murdering you from another lifetime, that it will go away. Usually, that's what happens.
Brenda Malaleka asks, "Hi, ladies. Hope you're doing well. This morning I had a dream. I saw a man giving me a gold bracelet and a ring. What does it mean?"
It means that you are elevating up, your energy shifting, you're growing, you're becoming more. Gold is a very spiritual energy, and I'm sure you were hoping that it meant that you're going to get a ring or something like that. Usually, what it appears to be is not what it is. You are growing. You have been honored, but you have been honored in the energies with all the hard work you put in, and with that, congratulations. And I am not the dream master. That would be Elizabeth, and she does just awesome work with dreams, and I can highly recommend her.
If you have a Facebook, her link to her group, Dreams and Visions, is in the description below this video. So feel free to check it out. Otherwise, I can't remember the price, but she does
35.
do dream interpretations for
35.
35.
Mm-hmm. Basically, Elizabeth is cheap.
Yeah. Kaina Mokari says, wow, thanks. Positive Tales says, thanks a ton. That helps a lot. Lots of love. Lori Dawson says, ladies, we have an awesome group today. I feel something good is coming your way, everyone. Yeah,
no, it is an awesome group. It really is.
Ginny Reveling says, thank you. Thank you, love and light to you both. Joy, peace, and love says, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Jennifer Schwab says, thank you so much. B. Erla says, thank you, Elisha and Elle. We haven't been communicating much lately, but perhaps we both feel like that question in our heart. I feel much more balanced these days. Phew. Hope things will get better.
I think so. I think August is pretty damn malicious, basically. But I think that you're going to find that I can't promise that January, September, October, November is going to be much better. I do feel next year is going to be less of a squeeze. And it is. We have been being squeezed.
Is it bad that the Aqua song, in the heat of the night, we are having a fiesta?
It's a good one, actually.
Yeah, it popped into my head.
Yeah. So we are, when we look back on today or this month, we're going to swear at it, but we're going to know it was good.
I feel like that every month.
Yeah. What is it? My daughter was saying that in the future, when people ask what kind of day it is and you're having a bad day, you're going to say, oh, total 2020.
Yeah, it's going to become a emotion.
Yeah. So, I think that's hilarious, and I think it might be true.
Illumini says love and light from New Zealand.
Oh,
welcome. Doreen says hello, ladies.
Hey, Doreen. And Doreen is from Holland, so we're international.
I mean, we have it.
Yes, I know, but it always makes me happy.
But we do always enjoy finding out where everyone is
or comes from. Yeah.
Yeah. Elite Illumini that asks, may I please have guidance?
Guidance? Huge request. It's easier for something like this if you ask a specific question. I will do the best I can, but then you get potluck. And I think your guys might actually agree with you, because they say maybe focus a little bit more would be to your benefit. Focusing and you're very eclectic. You love to learn everything, and I kind of encourage you to continue to do that. I'm also encouraging you to find a area and focus on that a little bit more. And I'm eclectic. I love to learn. I have knowledge all over the place, and it's never wasted, which is really cool. But at the same time, there's something that you're going to be called to do, and you actually know this, and the fact is, you are, I apologize for this, you're not, that you're going to be called to do something, and you're doing everything in your power to find other things to do first, and it's not going to work much longer. So maybe find your focus and start to do what you came down to earth to do. And you're going to be really good at it. So stop stressing and stop worrying and just do it. That's not me, that's them. Good luck.
Hyacinth says, thank you, Eliz-sha and Elle. Lori Dotson says, yes, it is really hard. I have had to sage so much. Patricia Scowen says,
Hi, Patricia.
thank you, Eliz-sha. Love your warmth and honesty. Brenda Maleka says, thank you again. Looking forward to tomorrow. Jennifer Schwab says, I will follow your guidance on the meditation and past life healing. Thank you both for your time and energy, and I pray you have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Namaste.
B says, the squeezed is the word. Lori Dotson says, boy, that summed it up. Squeeze. And the song, Grease is the word that you got. But instead of grease, it's squeezed is the word that you heard.
That's hilarious. I love that.
It's got Lori Dawson adds, Eliz-sha and Elle, thanks for sharing your time and energy. Drop a like and subscribe, please. Everyone, thank you in advance.
And yes, I appreciate that.
And,
I guess that more people will get to see it and know about it if you do that. The more people get to know and see about it, the better it is for me. and also they'll send us money for views, which I don't mind. I'm not hating that.
Patricia Scowen says, thanks for answering me. And Tay ends us with, thank you, ladies, for your time and energy. Have a great and blessed day. Namaste.
Namaste.
And namaste.
Okay, we are
been
done.
Over an hour.
And yeah, it's been a while. For people who are curious what I'm doing, I'm just fiddling. I'm just playing. And can you see that? So I will put some more beads in here and more beads in there. And it's just fun. Okay. Namaste. Namasko.
Hi, everybody. I'll see you next week.
Yes. And I will try really hard not to make an appointment at 11 o'clock. So it will be 11.
We won't double book.
We'll try not to. But, I didn't have a choice on this one. Okay. Bye.